when working with a real drummer, because it's an easy example to talk about. Every time a drummer hits a kick drum, it's going to have different inherent tact transients based upon the velocity that he hits. And so I'll go in and make all the attack transients symmetrical. So I'll make them between 15 and 20 samples, depending on the material. And then finally, and again, this is a really cursory overview, finally, I do what I call frequency-specific shelving. So if I've recorded a live drummer, again, for example, I only want to move the speaker diaphragms when he's playing the kick drum. So, you know, and you've got stems you have drum overheads, snare up, snare down, hi-hat mic, toms, kick drum, tons of mics, right? And then you do global compression, and it's like a big thing, recording a live drummer. So what I'll do as it comes down finally to 2 channels, when I print those 2 channels, I'll actually take, and when the kick drum happens, I'll leave it not high pass filtered. But let's say a pattern is kick on 1, and of 1 is a hi-hat, snare is on 2, and of 2 is another hi-hat, very, very simple pattern. Kick on 3, you know, and of 3 is a hi-hat, snare on 4, and of 4 is an open hi-hat. So the way that I would cut that pattern up is beat 1 and beat 3 would be the only things that aren't high-pass filtered. And then I would actually, the and of 1 to the and of 2, so that hi-hat through the snare to the other hi-hat, I would shelf at 120 to 150 hertz. And then the kick I would leave open again, and so on and so forth. And sometimes I'll recompress after I do that, and it's incredible to watch speakers when you've done that.
It's like a push and pull, right?
Absolutely. It just does exactly what I want it to do. It's like the speaker diaphragms move exactly when you want them to move, and they're silent when you don't want them to be.